Hi everyone, my name is Alec Morand, your Associate Director of Student Services. We'll be doing these monthly intro emails for our chapter advisors to help you get a snapshot of what's going on in the month and what to look forward to. So you'll see each of these videos within your CA checklist email, so make sure you're looking out for those emails. So we're going to start August out with first, where we are on the chapter achievement pathway, and two, what resources are available and where you should be directing your officers to. So first, where we are in the chapter achievement pathway. The chapter achievement pathway is our culmination of chapter training as well as operations that the chapter should be going through a planning, execution, and review stages. It's a whole cycle that we go through each year. Currently, we are wrapping up our planning section with wrapping up and approving the chapter success plans. You may remember that your chapters turned in a chapter success plan in May, and you probably gave feedback in June. Chapters received this feedback on July 12th, and they should have been making edits, making revisions to their chapter success plan and saving it so that it could be reviewed by the regional director. Please remind them that these revisions are due by August 15th and that their RD should have it all approved by August 30th. So again, those revisions were sent to them on July 12th in an email, or they were given some resources to help them revise their chapter success plan. So please remember to direct them to either the HQ docs or to the resources that we have given them. And if they need some extra help, we are definitely here to help them. Also, feel free to go into their chapter success plan and review it with them to make sure that everything's ready to go. So ideally, they have their chapter success plan approved by August 30th, and we're ready to start the new year. So we're moving from planning to execution now. So executing is where chapters are probably going to have the most fun, figuring out how to meet the goals that they set within their chapter success plan. So don't forget about the chapter success plan. Don't let your officers forget about it. Everything is based on those chapters in the chapter success plan. Your CA checklist emails are based on the sections within the chapter success plan. So if you ever have a question of where can I find the goals or the tasks that we're asking you about in that CA checklist email, go to the chapter success plan. That is where those tasks are based on. And if you have more questions, we're always here to help. Just contact your resource coordinator at cerc@aksci.org. So executing the chapter success plan is where we're going next. And so that leads us into our next point of where AKSci can help you and where you can be directing your officers for additional help and additional resources. So let's jump in. Everything should be in the MyAKSci community now. Everything goes through the MyAKSci community. So all of your officers should get used to going into the community to learn what is next and to make changes if they need to their roster, to find resources. So you'll see this first page. This is the home page once you log in. This always changes. It has updates on what's going on, new videos, and what is consistent is all of the things that you will find in here. So if we go to our first item, it's the My Groups tab. This is a collaboration element that is found within the MyAKSci community. So you'll see as my screen comes up that I belong to these two groups, and this is my alumni page, so it does not have everything on it, but this is ideally what you would see is you'll see the groups you belong to and other groups that are available. So you'll see that you as chapter advisors should all be in this member and volunteers group. There's a lot of great resources that have been put into there, as well as some updates from over the summer. So check that out. All AKSI members are within this AKSI group that you should be able to access if you want to reach out to a wider community. On an officer note, each Corps officer has their own collaboration group. If your chapter has questions on what are other chapters doing or want to ask more officers that are in their same position about a problem, direct them to the collaboration tab. It's amazing. It definitely we want to get students in there really collaborating with each other. And we're working on a group for chapter advisors, so you all can do the same in continuing the conversations you have with each other. So keeping that in mind, your My Membership tab is our next tab down. Within April of 2021, all of the ChapterSpot features from the ChapterSpot website moved to MyAKSI. So chapters will no longer access ChapterSpot through chapterspot.com. It will all be through this My Membership tab within the MyAKSI community. So when you first open it, you'll probably see this screen. Don't worry. This is just security features that many browsers have. All you do is click the open new windows and it will ask you to log in through the MyAKSI tab. So what you will see once you're logged in is this screen. I'm currently logged in, keep in mind, as a president. So your president will see all of the features available. I wanted to give you guys the widest range of what you could see depending on officer permissions. You will see, I think, most of these things. If not, it's really just checking in with the officers that do have that access. So if your chapter is asking for, where do I update my roster? How do I put in new members? How do I update my officers? Everything is here. So updating your roster is right here, so sort of self-explanatory. Your recruitment tab is right here to put in new members, as well as updating their officer roles, which is super important so we know who to contact. You'll also see your HQ Docs is still available, as well as if they're using our website editor, that's here, doing dues, sending emails. All of the most used features are within here that they used in ChapterSpot. So keeping that in mind when they're asking, I can't get into ChapterSpot anymore. I can't do my chapter operations items. Everything is in the My Membership tab within the MyAKSI community. If they're having trouble accessing it, always here to help. Again, CERC@AKSI.org. Happy to help you all get into the resources and tasks that you need. So going back to the home page, I know we're flying through these quick, but giving you a quick update. The My Learning tab is where all of our education is based. We are, like, our main mission is to form principled business leaders. So learning is super important to this. And so you will see when we open this learning tab, these 3 items. You'll be using probably mostly the My Learning dashboard. This has your Brotherhood Unbounded, your chapter achievement pathway, which is your officer trainings, as well as the volunteer development items are all within that My Learning dashboard. If your chapters are asking about where to find the Berkman, that's here. And the first item that your new members should be engaging with is the Bridge to Brotherhood, which is also in here. So make sure your chapters know where to find their learning. So clicking on the My Learning dashboard, you'll see all of these features, and it includes, again, up here you have the Brotherhood Unbounded, which is your items for professional, personal, and skill development. The chapter achievement pathway has the officer training and other chapter operations items. And then the volunteer development will house any learning courses that we have for chapter advisors, for regional managers, for volunteers. Everything is currently under construction, is being worked on, and things are coming up and are always being updated. So just keeping that in mind, if you're finding any holes, please let us know and we are happy to fill those, to discuss where we could offer better training, more engaging training. So just keeping this in mind, all of your officers have their own courses within this MyAKSI community. So we have your officer development. Each core officer has their own bundle, which will include items about just general officer development, has specific officer plans for information about their role and about the code of conduct. This volunteer development is where you guys can use as your chapter advisor bundle. So the chapter advisor bundle The first course is your training. Many of you, depending on where you are in your volunteer journey, probably know a lot of these things, but it's always a great refresher to look and see what items are now available. We have the officer roadmap, which is what your chapter advisor checklist emails are actually based on. So if you want to get a better idea or have more detail on those tasks, take a look at the roadmap. Again, code of conduct is super important. We just released that in October of 2020. So please remember to review the code of conduct, and the discussion as well as the conduct course itself can help guide you through the code of conduct and help to answer any questions you may have. We have the Grow model course to help learn how to coach or better coach. And if you're want to get a better idea of what the chapter success plan evaluator task is and part of the journey that you'll probably go through next summer, take a look at that evaluator training. So just keep this in mind when you maybe have a minute to look through what AKSI has and all of the resources that we offer. Everything is within the My Learning tab that you can access. So this is the Brotherhood Unbounded side that again has career, personal, skill development. Any webinars or events that we held are within this system and can be accessed. So you may be wondering, okay, this is past events, this is past resources, where can I find my upcoming events? So if we go back, you'll see the event tab, very much self-explanatory. Your event tab has all of your upcoming events. This is where you'll register events, where you'll pay for registration for events. If you want to look into what a specific event is, look over here, and pretty self-explanatory that you can see what is going on, what the fraternity has upcoming. These are the current events from August to December. So plan for your upcoming year. There's a lot of great events going on for alumni and for students as well. So the last thing I want to show you guys is this knowledge base. The knowledge base is where we house all of our over 150 resources. So you'll see that they're organized into specific options, but you may just be wondering, you know what, it's August, I want to know about recruitment resources. Perfect. So where do I find that? You know, it's just so you guys know, it's under the chapter management, but there's a lot under chapter management. So I have to narrow that down. So what you want to do is use the search bar. So going into the search bar, I've already searched for it, but if we use the search bar, I typed in recruitment, look at all of the resources that come up. We have all of these resources that are either focused on recruitment or have recruitment within it. So take a look, use your search bar. It offers a lot of great resources and a great way to sort of narrow down what you're looking for. So take a look at this. Chapters have access to that search bar too. So if they're just wondering about a specific topic or just sort of want to throw it out and see what we have, that's a great place to start looking for stuff. So I've narrowed this search result down to knowledge. So that's the knowledge base. If you want to look at wherever recruitment has been said or mentioned, you can click all and see it's been in posts, it's been throughout the year, and here's more of your knowledge base. So if you want to look to see if any of the collaboration groups have mentioned recruitment, look here. I mean, if it's tagged, if it says recruitment, the system will be able to find it. So I hope that this has given you guys a quick snapshot of what to expect for the chapter success plans, as well as what to find in the My AKSI community. Again, we really appreciate everything that you do as a chapter advisor, and we hope to work more closely with you guys this year. My ending note is to please fill out the chapter advisor touch point survey that we sent out within this week. To please fill that out. We want to know your feedback. We want to know how to better assist you for the future. So again, thank you so much. My name's Alec Moran. You can reach me at Alec, ALEC, at aksi.org. If you want to reach out to your resource coordinator, they will be able to help you find who to go to if they're not the person, or if they can answer the question, they're very happy to answer those. And again, their email is terc at aksci.org. So have a great day, guys, and thank you guys so much for all of your help.